remaining.
He's gonna come back to the lane. He's just about to hit level 5, which is really good news. So he'll probably have the level 3 double edge available for him. So Weeha needs to be careful until he gets 6. And in the meantime, Hani at top lane, they finally secured the kill on. And they also invested the RP for that, which means that it's not up for the immediate next skirmish they're looking for, or the next scrimmage. And in the meantime,
and they'll have the RP cooling down in just about 5 seconds or so. Click over the tree line, right into Levy. Hani hits him with a thunderclap, and or the earth shock, I suppose it's called, and more than enough to bring it down. Pedrino now getting clicked pretty hard. Key off to the side. Will manage to get off his Yules, but in comes Solitude with an epicenter. Will there be any cleanup? Gets a lot of heroes low, finishes off the Centaur, but this is a 1-for-4 trade. Weeha's nowhere to be found. He's just farming in the top lane all by his lonesome. Hero, but not really a great ratty hero, because if she's by herself, that's kind of what happens. We'll see Hani finish off the Disruptor mid as he just bursts him down, and it's starting to kind of snowball out of control. Sand King uses his stun onto a rise. Skewer pushes him to the low ground, right into Hani's face. Weeha's coming in, will pounce onto a rise and start going hard, but in comes Solitude with the epicenter. But Hani, he had a BKB on. He doesn't even really care all that much. Hani now with a triple kill as BBC just keeps shoving into him.
It's pretty much sealed.
Yeah, that's true. And down
Pedrino's
bottom, we'll see Hani grab Pedrino. This time he uses the Abyssal, and that secures the kill onto the Undying. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Solitude.
Despite all things, they might be able to pull things out here, as they say.
Yep, Abyssal Blade comes down, and Ursa just finding the solo pickoff. And here we go. Fight will break out. They'll right in onto Pedrino. Centaur will go down first. Levy gets completely repelled by the Centaur. In comes Solitude with a big epicenter. Does a lot of damage, but unfortunately his team's already been cleaned up, and there's just no follow-up damage. He'll go down. They'll lose their Disruptor also. Still no buybacks have been used. Weeha's now we'll see Weeha look to initiate here, but needs to be careful. There is a gem inbound. Come with me does live for the initial onslaught, but still falls. Does manage to get off the Mystic Flare, and now they'll go in. Pedrino, the first to go down on the side of the Radiant. Solitude again with a decent epi, but it's just not enough. He'll force that to the low ground with a few hit points. Hani blinks down, pokes him once more. That'll make it a 2-for-1 as the godlike streak for the Ursa continues. He's now picked up a butterfly. Backside, looking to initiate. Disruptor gets picked off around the front. Weeha misses the pounce onto a rise. Oh no, you needed that one, friend. Now he'll get stunned up. He gets abyssaled, and the Slark gets turned into sushi as he's chopped down. GG gets called from BBC, and honestly, here, Clairvoyance, I think got a moment too soon.
Hani Bear was the stronger bear in this game, and unfortunately for them, again, they did make a lot of mistakes in the mid game, and it's hard to put it another way. Like the way they got picked off, just pushing into the enemy sides of the map. Elsewhere at bottom lane, the alone Weeha, he didn't get so much picked off as he did kind of miss farm because he was looking for targets. And honestly, Solitude, like the Sand King, could have landed some better stunts. And with the first epicenter whiffing and the first Roshan fight happening the way it did, it kind of spiraled downhill from that point. Even though they could have come back, you know, with the amount of kills they were giving in the mid game unnecessarily, it was very hard and a difficult spot to stage that kind of comeback. So here it is, Hani, 19-3-12.
Man.
A phenomenal performance out of him.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the buff strategy worked pretty well. The Bloodlust and having the Empower as well, just extra buffs to get the Ursa